Now, yesterday I said acids, but then by the end of it, I was saying routine. So, hello, Cher. So what do you think? Are we doing routine? Are we doing acids? Hello, Seattle. Hit me up, basically. I'm here. I'm basically sitting here. I'm not going to talk for an hour and a half, though, like I did last night, because I almost lost my voice. And at 8 o'clock, I hope you're all, if you're in the UK, you're going to go and cheer out your window for the NHS. So I will definitely be off air before 8 o'clock tonight. Acids and routine. Just hit me up with something and we'll just start. Just go for it and we'll just see how we go. I haven't prepped anything, people. I've told you how this is go. I'm just going to sit here and answer your questions. I'm feeling rough. Thank you for asking. I've slept for I tried to sleep. I didn't get any. But Instagram said it couldn't load. Should be working now, though. Yes? Good. Ask me questions, people. Go for it. Go for it. Hello, Nick. So far, so good. Family are good. I am just like... literally Rohit. Favourite P50 is the 1970 formula, but it's a bit too strong for my skin now, and it's sad times. So I kind of just use the normal or the new PIGM 400 for pigmentation. Best acids to use with retinol. You can use any of them, but I wouldn't use them at the same time. It just makes life easier. There's no need to overwhelm your skin. You know, a retinol is designed to, by its nature, it kind of exfoliates, and so does an acid. So I wouldn't put them together. I know there are brands who say you can mix them. Don't do that. But certainly use your retinol in the evening and your acid in the morning if you want to, by all means. How does your routine change when the weather starts warming and the humidity rises? I wish we had humidity. I always say if you're going to change your coat, change your moisturiser. That's the kind of first thing I change. I change my moisturiser. I go lighter. So I go from... What I would do is, instead of using something like the Murad, I would switch to the Essence, which is still a lotion. It's not really an essence, and I haven't got one to hand, which is really not helpful. Please hold. No. But yeah, I use a lighter moisturiser and then I go from there, to be honest. People focus. Best acid for skin that has turned sensitive in pregnancy. Lactic. Lactic is quite a nice gentle acid, and you can get it in a low percentage, and it's effective and it's perfectly safe. Advice for a 31-year-old husband with acne on his upper back. Well, we'll do acne on its own a whole other day. But I would, in the first instance, check what shampoos and things he's using, and if it showers all down his back. I think is it Murad? I think it's Murad. Make I want to say I think it's a spray. I could be wrong. I know they'll message me at some point. For bacne, you can spray it on the back. I'm pretty sure it's Murad. But like I say, the brain is not fully compos mentis at the moment, people. Difference between 1970 and the usual is that the 1970 has fennel in it. Not fennel the herb, Phenol, fennel. And it numbs your skin. It's like crack. Not that I would know. But it's banned in the EU, so you can only get it in the States. And I did hear a rumour that they're going to discontinue it. So, I don't know, people. Does Mr. Hirons have a skincare routine? Of course he does. Hello. But he basically just washes his face and puts an SPF on. If I can only get the bare minimum, I will take what I can get. Dry dehydrated skin due to heating could be classed under your routine. And we can do it with moisturisers tomorrow too. But dry and dehydrated due to heating and stress is a real common complaint at the moment. And I would just layer light layers of things, like I said yesterday, sprays, like this kind of thing. I've got Chantecaille. What else do I have? And things like this, I've got Renee's toner, like just nice layers of moisture that are fairly light. And then moisturisers on top, not too heavy. Again, kind of less is more. You don't want to have a really greasy, sticky face, you know. What else do I have? See, I really should get out my box of... I would have been more prepared today, people, but I've been feeling a bit rough. So I don't think it's the C word, which means something else at this point in time, doesn't it? I think I'm just feeling a bit stressed after the last few days. No woe is me. Don't worry. I'm absolutely fine. Just a bit tired. Yeah. I forgot I had that. Oh, that was hiding. Oh, I'll show you that. I'll show you this now. So, you know, we were talking about Tatcha yesterday. I say we. I was. And I did all the shopping when I was in Sephora. I bought this serum stick. Has anyone used it? I am going to scroll through your questions, I promise. Treatment and touch-up balm for eyes and face. And it's basically like a serum in a stick. And it's a decent size. It's not one of those where you only turn up like that much. And it was, of course, like £7 billion. Okay, it wasn't £7 billion, but you know, you get my drift. And you can just kind of draw it all over your face. Thought I'd give that a go. Quite nice. No need to blend in. Oh. How's that light? Is it a bit too bright? Can you see? Okay. Oh, no one needs to see that. Oskia cleanser. We did that yesterday. I love it. Buy it. It's immense. I love everyone's just checking in like, hey, Nasima. Hey, Dane. Have I tried the new Pestle and Mortar lactic acid? I haven't, but I have it. It's in my office. But I trust them implicitly. I'm sure it's wonderful. Hi, Nicola. Vitamin C and good genes together. No, I wouldn't. Because it's a bit like wearing a coat in the rain but no wellies. Like, that's not a good analogy, but like I say, I'll get with it. Depending on where you live as well. If you are in the US, your good genes is lactic acid. If you're in the EU, your good genes is glycolic acid. You don't need to use them together. Let them do. Let's calm down with the overwhelming the skin. Do you know what I mean? Let's just, especially at the moment. At the moment, your skin needs comfort. I do think, however, it is an appropriate time to maybe do a little bit of vitamin A while we're going to be stuck here. And it's certainly here for like another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we will definitely be doing retinol. I can't remember what day I said I'd do it, but it's on the list. This weekend, I think, didn't I? But I think your skin would benefit from doing some vitamin A while you can't go out of doors. You might as well make the most of it, you know. But vitamin C and good genes, there's no need to use them together. There is the chance that they won't cancel each other out. It's just a lot. You know, it's like eating a bowl of chow mein with a steak and chips. They don't really, you could, but they don't really go together. I should just stick to food analogies, let's face it. Can you use retinol every night? You can. Totally depends, but let's do that when we do the day. My skin worse than ever after a week of no makeup. How can I utilise this time at home best to sort it out? Well, let's try and fix that, Nick. I would make sure you are cleansing every morning. Get up, shower, wash your face. Don't get into this false sense of security of, oh, I don't have to leave the house, so I don't need to bathe. Or I don't need to leave the house, so I don't really have to cleanse today. I'll just put some moisturiser on. Cleanse, spritz, maybe a teeny bit of facial oil, a bit of moisturiser. Just keep your skin supple, and so that it has a bit of a, in an ideal world, unless you are really, really oily combination, certainly if you're my age, 27, you kind of want your skin to have a bit of a sheen. It works if it has a bit of a sheen. How is this light? Let me just see if I turn this off with this. Oh, that looks a bit weird, doesn't it? I'll keep the... What do we think? On or off? I'll leave it off. And then I can turn that one up. Oh, but now I don't know. Looks a bit weird. Tell me what you think. Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm so sorry to faff about. No, that's fine. So yeah, take care of your skin. And during the day, moisturize your skin during the day. You don't have to use anything heavy, just a light serum or a mist and a serum on top, something like that. Just keep it fairly gentle, but keep it steady. Little and often is better than just putting on a big thick cream, you know? Layering upon layering of products. Does this even work? It does if you are using the right products in the right amounts and you're not using ones that might, again, it's not so much counteract each other, but just sort of not give one the best opportunity to work. For example, you wouldn't really want to put a vitamin C and a retinol on at the same time because, when I talk about this, by the way, I'm talking about 95% of brands. This is kind of when it all changes, and if they bring out a product and they're like, this is a vitamin C and retinol stick and a tone, that's different. But for 99% of brands, 99% of brands, you would use them separately. So layering works, but try and keep your actives to sort of one active, and then the rest is supportive. So you have a main star and you have a supporting cast. How's that? So you have a Tony Soprano, which would be your vitamin A or your vitamin C, or even your niacinamide or your azelaic acid. And then you have a supporting cast, which can be a peptide serum or a hydrating serum and your moisturizer. Does that make sense? It's so weird when you're just talking to yourself and there's no one going, oh, I see. Yeah. How long should you leave between layering skincare? How much time you have. The only thing you really need to leave, I don't want the Wall Street Journal telling me what Trump's doing at the moment. I'm busy. The only thing you really need to leave on your skin and have a bit of time is vitamin A. The rest of it, unless it's something that you get from a doctor or it specifically says leave this for 10 minutes before you apply anything else, that's different, obviously. But just crack on. Who has time? I don't. I'm like up and out. Like, let's go. Really bugging me. I'm also blinded. It's very strange trying to do a setup at home when you have this whole office with everything ready to go, you know. I can't seem to find a vitamin C that works for my skin. Shall I just leave it or buffer the product with a cream? So if you're saying that, it sounds like you're getting a reaction. So try a vitamin C based in oil. They tend to be softer, unless that's one you've tried, obviously. So the Oskia vitamin C is wicked. I'm obsessed with it, and I don't have any here. They're all in the office. Sunday Riley does CEO Glow. That's more gentle. You might find that it's the ascorbic acid sort of adapting on your skin that your skin doesn't like. So then go for something that's a bit more fat soluble and a bit more skin friendly, perhaps. Can you use acid when you have rosacea? Yes, you can. I wouldn't use it directly on active rosacea, but you can certainly use ones around if you want to. My skin is so dry right now. What can I do? I have potions and lotions galore. My skin is suffering. I get it. Can you do a live workout? Okay, Charlene Garvey. No, I cannot do a live workout. And I'll deal with you later. Thank you very much. If your skin's dry because we're stuck in the house with central heating, especially in the UK, obviously, again, if you live in Texas or California, you've got humidity to deal with. It's a different kettle of fish. But if you are stuck in the UK and your skin is drying out, sorry, the cat's just piped up. She's been asleep for hours. Do the same thing throughout the day. So like I said yesterday, I keep my spritz and a moisturiser in my handbag. And when I think, oh, my skin feels a bit, I just spray and I do a light mist. I don't go in really heavy. I don't use anything really sticky and gooey. I just want to keep sort of light moisture on my skin. But you have to sort of keep on it. You know, you have to kind of tend to it, basically. Best budget acids. Okay, best budget acids. Nip and Fab pads are good. Depends what, again, let's do this going forward. Next time you want to know about budget, I need to know what you consider budget, right? I think of budget as being 10 to 15 quid and under. You might think it's £2. You're not really going to see me recommend anything for £2. So I'm just going to manage your expectations now. Other people think affordable is 20 quid. I think that's more than most people would call affordable and budget. So let's do budget as 10-ish, 10 to 12-ish and under. The usual suspects, The Ordinary, the Inky, but again, I'd rather have a full formula than just individual ingredients. So the Nip and Fab pads, the First Aid Beauty pads, if you can stretch to 18, you'll get the Glow Tonic To Go pads. I think they're 18, they might be 20. Sorry. Again, like I say, I prefer a full formula, you know. Beauty Pie, of course. Beauty Pie, if you're a member of Beauty Pie, then that suddenly becomes a whole different kettle of fish when it comes to expenditure. I never hear people talk about Sunday Riley Good Genes anymore, assuming because of the new EU laws. I now order it from the States for the high percentage. Is it good for me? I don't know, Lisa. I don't know about your skin, your age, or anything. So I would guess, I mean, I love the original Good Genes is a really high percentage of lactic acid, and I love it. What acids would you recommend to use in the summer? You can use all of them in the summer. I mean, glycolic is the only one that really makes you sun sensitive, but if you're using your SPF, you should be fine. They say that literally a 2% SPF. I'm not suggesting you only use a 2% SPF. This is merely meant as reassurance if you want to use acid. Okay, let's just get that straight. But yeah, a 2% SPF is enough to counteract the sun sensitivity of the glycolic, apparently. So I would just use whatever acid you like. don't worry about changing your routine through the summer, because don't forget, all of these products sell in countries where it's really, really hot. You know, if you live in Texas or Florida or Dubai or the Far East, and you get, or Australia during their summers, they all use acids and retinols and all that kind of stuff. So don't worry too much about the weather. Just make sure you've got your SPF. Is the glycolic toner from The Ordinary a good alternative of P50? No, is the answer to that, because P50 is glycolic free. They are completely different. It's like saying, is this hot dog the equivalent of this Wagyu beef or whatever that really fancy Japanese beef is? I haven't had it. I'm just putting it out there. Or is this unicycle the same as this Rolls Royce? I'm sorry, it's true. Sorry, that person who asked that question. What acids to use when you are 30 and never used one? Start with lactic. If you're ever worried, just start with lactic. It's easy, it's nice, it's gentle, you don't have to go crazy. Don't worry about using like a 20, 30, 40% acid. Nobody needs that on their face every day. What did your skin do to you that you want to treat it so meanly, you know? Can you layer acids? Don't do that unless you are told to do it by someone who's trained and is selling you products that have different ingredients in it. Let's calm down. Let's just not go crazy. You don't need to layer acids. Pick one that you want. There's a whole thing on the blog with, in the cheat sheets, there's a breakdown of acids, all the different ones you need, all the different types, glycolic, lactic, mandelic, salicylic, all of that. The topic was acids and routines, but we're trying, it's like herding cats. Hang on. And my mates are messaging me, having fun in the group chat, not watching me, bit rude. What product do you find best to get rid of sunspots? Quite normalized. It depends. It depends how ingrained your pigmentation is. But I sense we're going to have to do a whole other day on pigmentation, because there was a lot of those yesterday. My mum is 60 and I want to get her a dark spot cream for her face, around eyes and cheeks. I mean, azelaic is quite good. Niacinamide is quite good. It depends on your budget. I got this one from Auberge what am I trying to say? This one from Auberge that I talked about yesterday is expensive. I think it was close to 100 quid this, and I did pay for it. That's not a complaint, just letting you know. But this is the skin bleaching. If you want to with your mum, you can do Dermatica online. And I keep saying that. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I use the service. But try that, because if she wants something to help with pigmentation and she's 60, it might be older ingrained pigmentation and she might need a bit more oomph. Do you know what I mean? Okay, wait. Oh, okay, here we go. Now they're coming through. Hang on. Red blotches on skin during pregnancy, what can help? That depends. It depends on how far along you are. It depends on what kind of red blotches. It could just be because your body temperature goes up. It could be a little bit of rosacea through pregnancy. If you have a rash, you need to talk to your midwife. I'm just putting that out there. But I would do something calming, keep it nice and simple, keep it hydrated, keep your skin. If you get overheated, try and keep calm. I know it's difficult to say though in this time and space, isn't it? Especially if you're a preggo and you're not supposed to be going anywhere or doing anything. Sorry, guys. I read somewhere that acids are only super important when you're in your 30s and older. How rude. Would you recommend daily exfoliating in your 20s? Yeah, I mean, acids are great. You don't have to go crazy. Like I say, the problem is if you have a really nice 25-year-old skin, you just want to do a little bit of exfoliation, but you buy something that's a 20 to 30%. You don't need it. Just calm down. My throat isn't fantastic, thank you for asking, but it's okay. I'm trying to be... we'll see. Why doesn't my skin like niacinamide? It might be too active for you. Really simple, could be too active. Do I rate Clarin serum? Yeah, it depends which one, if you want any specific approval. But double serum I love. Summer yellow kit. We have some yellow, but we also have a new colour. And it's spring, not summer. I'm reading, I'm so sorry. Oh, and that's something to... Sorry. We've already done... Would you use vitamin C and hyaluronic in the morning routine together? Yeah, but vitamin C first, hyaluronic afterwards. Simple routine for quarantine. Okay, that's easy. wash your face with a really mild cleanser, because I assume you're not wearing makeup unless you want to. Wash your face with a really mild cleanser. If you've got a toner, I would apply a toner and keep it just hydrating. And if you have a good moisturizer, just do a decent moisturizer. You don't have to go crazy. It's a really good time to give yourself a bit of facial massage with a nice facial oil. I like a nice facial oil. I know the Americans don't. I don't care. Don't care about their problems. But yeah, I would just keep it easy. You know, don't go crazy. And if you want to incorporate start using a retinoid in the evening because you're going to be indoors and you can go get a bit flaky, then stick that in the evening after you've cleansed. Just don't go crazy. Can I use the glycolic toner with vitamin C or retinol? You can. It depends what glycolic. I mean, if you're going to use something mild, then it's fine. But I wouldn't, again, don't use all three at the same time. Glycolic, retinol and vitamin C all together is just, don't do that. Thoughts on Sunday Riley, any faves? Yes, I like a lot of the Sunday Riley range. I like all the oils. I like the moisturiser. I like good jeans. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was trying to actually think of something I didn't like. It's harder to think of something I don't like. But yeah, I like the range. What have I missed? Well, we're half an hour in, mate. Should have got here earlier, shouldn't you? Oh my God, there are so many questions underneath. I'm so sorry. It was going really slow and now it's like spinning. Oh my word. Okay. I'm going to go back slowly and just see, can you moisturise after differing? Yes. What do you think about preventative Botox? I didn't bother. I just had a little bit here for that line. And equally, I didn't want it to completely go away. It was just that it was looking more like a crack in the pavement than a line. So I had like a teeny bit here, like for that one there. So it was too late for me to do preventative. Let's face it, I'm 50. I just don't think, I mean, we can do a whole other thing on tweakments again next week, because clearly we're all going to be here for some time. I just don't think, if you're in your 20s, unless you just genetically happen to have some big line that you just don't like, I don't think you need it. If you want it, then knock yourself out. Do you actually need it? I wouldn't say so personally. I like using skincare, you know, but if you want to, do it. You're never going to hear me tell you not to do something you want to do. These questions are, can you see as many questions as I can see? Because I don't even know where I am. Besides P50 lotion, do you use any other BL products? I've got a couple, but I don't use them regularly, no. I know that Liz, Alaska, loves Biologique Recherche, and so does Help Me, come on. When I remember, I'll stick it up. Her name's on the tip of my tongue and I feel like such a moron because she's one of the old school original Instagram girls. It'll come through. When I see the name, I'll be like, oh, I know. That's who I meant. Oh, now we are flying. Okay. Please show the product for face pigmentation that you just showed. Obagi. But that's going to be... Okay, before I forget, the videos from yesterday will be up tonight or tomorrow as an IGTV, and I'm going to move them over to YouTube. The YouTube won't get done tonight. I might try and get them both done tomorrow. And they all have all the links. I have someone in the background like, let's do all the links. It will definitely be happening and there will be links. What do you recommend for freckles? I love freckles. Why would you want to mess with your freckles? Don't touch your freckles. Leave your freckles. Anything other than tweakments for the 11s, I'm 36, not really. Because once they're ingrained and you're in your 30s, I mean, people will say, oh yeah, this is a really good peptide and blah, blah, but let's face it, that is a muscle that you use all the time. If you have expressive eyes, you're like, you're going to use it all the time. So if you really don't like it and you're well into your 30s, I would do Botox. I'm not suggesting you need it. I can't see you. I'm not endorsing everyone have it. The amount of caveats you have to say these days. I'm just suggesting it might be worth looking into, if that helps. You're 50. Yes, I am 50. I know. In my head, I'm 17. Caroline, regarding Sunday Riley, the CEO oil, I got it after I saw you on this morning. I've been applying it last step of my morning routine. Never used an oil. Is this right to use last? Okay. Scientifically, yes. But how it feels on the skin, no. I like an oil under a moisturiser. I know, I don't care. I don't want you to bombard me with, oh, it's occlusive and nothing's going to work. I know that. This is not the face of a moron, believe it or not. But tell me, let me give you an example. I know I have an oil because I was playing around earlier. Tell me that Power D from Zellens, for example, fantastic if you have rosacea, eczema, any kind of redness, if your skin's just screaming at you, you need this. Tell me how amazing this feels under something like the Murad moisturiser, right? If you put this moisturiser on and you put this on top, you lose the softness and the suppleness and the wetness, that is a word, that you get with this. So I do it that way. And I know scientifically, all the cosmetic scientists are like, well, the moisturiser won't penetrate the oil. And I know all that, but I'm going for what feels better, especially in the morning, because I want to put my makeup on, right? So if I'm going to put makeup on, I want moisturiser on my skin last. It just feels nicer for me. And again, that is the hill I will die on. Bun halo on punted. There's my bun halo. There we go. Pin a link to your blog. So many questions. I don't know how to do that. Do you think I'm technical? Hello. What to use instead of retinol while breastfeeding? You can use retinol while you're breastfeeding. Just putting that out there. I have a video. Okay, also videos. I have a video coming with Dr. Emma Wedgeworth, and I have a video coming with Dr. Dennis Gross. Both are very open about pregnancy and basically telling you all to chill. You heard it from me first. Sunday Riley cleansing balm or Drunk Elephant cleansing balm? Sunday Riley, because she doesn't hate me. Sorry. What is the Ordinary like for lactic acid? Look, if you want to use the Ordinary because you love it and you love the budget aspect of it, absolutely use it, right? I just think there are better formulas as a whole on the market, even in the Deciem range. If you move up to Neod, for me, the difference between the Ordinary and Neod is worth the money. If you're using the Ordinary for budget, absolutely crack on, absolutely. If you can afford a bit more and you want to go a bit more formulaic-led, Neod is not super extortionately expensive and is a brilliant range. It's a brilliant range. There. Best Drunk Elephant products. Not the right person to ask. See previous comment. Is it safe to use acids if you've been told you have thin skin? Yes. What you wouldn't do is go and have a really professional peel. But then a good facialist or derm wouldn't do that if you had a really thin skin. Can you show us facial massage? Is it worth to buy a hyaluronic serum? I love hyaluronic acid serum. I know there's this current movement coming from the States, and I'm going to talk to the Dr. Shireen and I are going to try and do a video together, or one of these together, as everyone seems to be doing these days. But because their big thing at the moment is hyaluronic acid is bad for you and causes inflammation. This side of the pond is like, no, it doesn't. Don't be crazy. So I'm just going to sit in the middle and be like, interesting. I love my hyaluronic acid. I'm just putting that out there. Oh, the book. Okay. Yes, I can show you the book. Oh, see, Sunday Riley says to you, CEO Glow Oil Under Moisturiser. It's not just me. I like it. You lost the volume on the top of your top lip. You can see deep lines when I talk. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about that. Coconut oil is fine if you want to cook with it. You just started Dermatica, Tretinoin. Should I keep everything else simple? No, you just move it to the morning. Move it to the morning. Is it best to use products in the same range? No, not necessarily. Just don't use too many actives from the same thing. Make sense? Melasma after pregnancy. How do I get rid of these spots? Well, they will never go away. They will fade, but they will come back, and they are generated by heat. So not just sunshine, but saunas, steam rooms, when you're really sweaty in the summer. The oil I held up was Zellens Vitamin D. Sorry, I've just put it back again. By the way, I know that so many of you are new. I just want you to know that, there's my niece. Hello, Gracie. What are we going to do when our lashes fall out? Mate, I don't know. This one, look, my lashes are growing really quickly, and so do my nails, and so does my hair, and so does my chin beard since I've been on progesterone, right? So everything is growing. I'm like a bush that needs pruning. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you are late, Jordan Samuel, and I'll be messaging you afterwards to find out where the F you've been. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep trimming because they're literally growing out. I mean, what can you do? The oil was Zellens Vitamin D. They also sell it in a 10 ml size if you want to try it because it's not cheap. Worth it, though, especially if you have eczema, anything on the red annoyed scale. And it's great for acne too because it takes down the redness. Oh my God, guys, there are thousands of questions. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. Should I use acid before or after a cleansing mask? I would probably do it afterwards personally because I like to sort of take everything off. I know people do it before. It's fine. Salicylic is making me break out. Should I just keep it up for a month or so? No, if it's making you break out, it depends. If you're technically purging, you should know the difference between if it's bringing up spots or if you feel like you're kind of purging and you shouldn't do something, you know. If hyaluronic acid causes inflammation, you would definitely feel it, like irritated, uncomfortable skin. Not necessarily. The argument is that, do I keep my skincare in the bathroom? No, it's all around me here. My cleansers are outside a shelf in the bathroom. Remind me about that sunbed question because I'm coming back to that. The argument is that smaller molecules of hyaluronic acid penetrate and can cause inflammation under the skin. But for example, the doc, as in Zelens, Dr. Lenz, has just released Z Hyaluron, which looks like this. And this is, this is pure hyaluronic acid. I should put some more details about this. It's been out for a while and I've been asked about it, and it's a beautiful product. And also, I trust him implicitly. And I said to him, what do you think about this new, hyaluronic acid? Look at that. Ooh, sexy time. Hyaluronic acid causing inflammation problems, and he flipped his switch. I'll just leave it at that. So at some point, when we're allowed to speak to human beings again, we'll do a video about it, I'm sure. Oh God, there's loads. By the way, there was a question about acne and sunbeds. Do not go on a sunbed, full stop. Do not go near a sunbed. Every derm I know, every person I know who has anything to do with the skincare world says that all sunbeds should be put into a pile in the middle of a field and set fire to. And I concur. Please don't touch your face. Look, I can't. It's what I do for a living. I touch my face all day, but I do wash my hands about 10 times an hour at the moment. Okay, I went back too far. No, I've done those. Okay. I'm scrolling. Sorry. Don't forget, we've got like 10-ish minutes and we've got to get off and go and wave out the windows for the NHS. Is Carrie here? I've just seen someone waving at Carrie. Anyway. Thoughts on Zoe Health by Zen? Yeah, I said that like a bargee yesterday. Castor oil on eyelashes, is that a no? If you want to, I know people recommend it. See, Carrie, that is crazy. Hyaluronic acid is wonderful. I love it, Carrie, too. I don't know, people. You're going to have to do what works with you as well, you know. I think that's the thing in the industry. Things come and go in trends. But yeah, this is this big movement that's like hyaluronic acid causes harm. I'm not on board that train yet. I'm sorry. Zellen's Power D breaks me out. Might be too rich. Should you pop a spot if it's come to a yellow head? Everyone would tell you not to. I would say yes, because of course you're going to do it anyway. And there's a whole thing about how to pop spots on the blog, just so you know. Best acid for over 50 skin. Stay a little bit on track. Glycolic is the best if you're older. It's the best for kind of giving your collagen production a kick up the bum, if that makes any sense. And as Carrie's checked in, yes, the Dennis Gross peels are immense. Actually, I've put some to one side. Where are they? See, I have to hide things in this room. Oh, here. I've got the gentle ones, look. These are actually glycolic free. So if you're afraid of glycolic, can you see these all right? There you go, Dr. Dennis Gross. Alpha Beta Ultra Gentle Daily Peel. The Rolls Royce of acids, people. There you go. Oh my God, the questions. I'm going to show you the book because it's 22. Now, it's a sneak peek, right? I have literally the only one in the world. And then they sent this to me and then everything got shut down. Will you read a paragraph? No, I'm not. This is not bedtime with Caroline. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm just going to scroll and make sure I haven't missed all the big stuff. My mum is 69, loves glycolic. Yes, the best peels. Have you ever tried A313, the French retinol product everyone raves about? Yeah, it's not really a retinol product I would bust a gut to get. I showed it yesterday, actually, because I got another one when I was in France, because I'd like to have it around. It's weird. But it's more of a balm to sort of heal things, like if you cut yourself or things like that. It has retinol in it, but it's like it's this kind of percentage. There you go. Hang on. I just thought, what makes P50 so special? P50 is special because it has no glycolic. It's the original sort of acid product. I think it's as old as me. I think P50 came out in the 70s. It's just a great acid mix. It stinks. You know how basically to have the acids all work together, the words are not coming today, you can tell I'm tired. You need either an alcohol or something like a vinegar or a witch hazel. And that's why all these acids have these key ingredients sort of at the beginning of the INCI list. P50 uses vinegar. So it smells like you're going to eat fish and chips on your face. Do I like muride retinol? Yes, I do. Can dermaplaning be highly irritating? Yes, it can. Book, please. Here's the squirrel. I know, I've got the book in my lap. Don't worry. Do an SPF roundup. The SPF, we're going to do SPF on Monday, I believe. I think that's what I said. Yes, proper light therapy for acne, and that can come via a doctor referral. That's not something you get in the tanning shop. I have the book. I know. Just checking. So essentially, people, the takeaway is keep it light, keep yourself hydrated, topically and internally. I don't know if you've seen, and God knows I am not going to be bringing you any advice, anything to do with the COVID-19, like it's not my place, but I have seen from numerous sources, including ones that I would trust, about having hot drinks regularly, and I do that anyway. So let's face it, I'm trying this. I've got the humidifier blaring away, and I drink a lot of tea, like regularly. I did have to switch to decaf though, because I was going a bit crazy. Okay, Nip and Fab is, I found like 1 or 2 products of theirs, and it's the sort of acid pads. The rest of the range is, I think if you are in that price range, you're better off actually with the INCI or the Ordinary, personally. I mean, I'm not sorry, but I'm just trying to be polite. Sunbeds are garbage. Yes, sunbeds are garbage. What was that hyaluronic acid? The hyaluronic acid was Zellen's new one. It wouldn't it be good if I had like a separate screen that was like throwing all of these questions up, and I could just go, oh, that's a good one, I'll pick from that. I did get inflammation from low weight HA. Might have been a specific product. Could well have been. Yep. What do you think to the Superdrug skincare? I think the Superdrug skincare is affordable and massively, not overrated, that's the wrong word, oversold. Does that make sense? In what it can do. By the way, see that pimple? That family of pimples? Cadbury's mini eggs. That's what that is. When I left last night and I went upstairs and I was like, my throat's really sore. Cadbury's mini eggs for the win. That's what you get. Immediate. Yeah, I think if you can use, it's difficult because here's the thing, if you are using something that you love, I won't be forgetting the 8 p.m. clap, worry ye not. If you are using something that you love, then don't listen to anything I say, because if your skin is good and you are happy using it and you can afford it, crack on, okay? Just if you want to use something that's more expensive because you think it will be better because it's more expensive, it won't be necessarily. Equally, it's about finding your right path. I would just say, just because something is cheaper and says, oh, it does the same thing, it doesn't mean it does. Does that make sense? So like Garden of Wisdom or The Ordinary, they're much of a muchness if you think about it, because all of those single ingredient ranges, the INCI List, The Ordinary, Garden of Wisdom, they're a single ingredient range. But let's not forget that they are capitalizing on the back of the science that the other brands have already done, where they've made full formulas. And so when people say, oh, well, this is £5 from The Ordinary and this is 25 quid, but if this is a single ingredient, and I'm not picking on The Ordinary at all, like just a single ingredient brand is probably safe to say, then if that's a single ingredient and you're getting a full formula, it's like saying you're getting an ice cream, but here you're getting a starter, a main course, a dessert, and cheese and biscuits. Does that make sense? So it's not to be disparaging towards them. Some of them have great products, but some of them is just jumping a bit too much on a bandwagon. Like, there's no need to use a 20 to 30% acid on your skin regularly. There just isn't, you know? Do men need to use men's skincare? No, but I find most of them want to, including my husband. Okay, I'm going to show you the book. Are you ready? I'm a bit scared. I don't know if I should. And I'm not being like some kind of tease. I'm just a bit like... Okay, so I have the book. You've seen the cover, yes? Oh my God! It's quite thick. Look. And I didn't know it had one, but look, it's got a yellow bookmark. I'll show you. You ready? Do you want to see the inside? Ready? Camo. It's weird, isn't it? I know, I'm a bit like... It's weird. Do you want to see the back? I'll show you the back. Oh, I can't bear it. I actually feel a bit sick. What shall I show you? I can show you this picture because you're going to want to expect to see this. Look. There's my mum and my nan on counter. See? Bless them. Hang on, let me get rid of these because now the comments are like, Christ, I'm sorry. It's another child. It was easier to give birth 4 times than write this book. I just want you to know that, people. So although I will absolutely enjoy embracing this and keeping it updated, and when we do reprints, I'll make sure the science is up to date and stuff like that. Enjoy it, because it ain't happening again, right? This is it. It's called skincare. It's not called skincare part 1 or part 2, right? And if my team are watching, good. I hope you are, and I hope you're listening, because I was not joking. It's Ava singing. Someone's forgotten that I'm live. Okay, we have like 5-10 minutes to go and get ready to clap if you're in the UK. Yes, this is my book. I have a new universal link, which I will put on Insta. And it's on and I think it's on the blog. And now basically you click it and it shows you anywhere in the world you want to buy it. Does it contain specific product recommendations? Yes, it does. The book is £20 from all good book retailers. And I think at the moment on Amazon it's 14. Oh, I feel like I'm on QVC. Yeah, I'm on live, Ava.
So are you making dinner?
Am I making dinner? Dad made a tuna pasta if you want some.
No, I want tacos, Mum.
No, I want tacos, Mum. Yeah, we are doing the clap thing in the UK. And no, there is no word on my Hello subscription. My Hello subscription has disappeared. It was supposed to be here Tuesday. And it's not here. Do you think they've searched my name and cancelled it? Yes, you can get a signed copy. I will find the link and I will put it onto this. And just to say, what was I going to say? I don't know. I got distracted looking at my book. Shall I just show you a quick? I'll do it quick. You ready? Okay, wait. This is obviously one I signed, which is a bit pointless. I don't need my autograph. Do you know what I mean? Only £20. Yes, a veritable bargain. I agree. Do you want to see chapters? I don't know. Should we do chapters? Should we do chapters? We've got like 3 minutes because I'm getting off. We're clapping for the NHS, so we're clapping for all the hospital workers in case you're not here. I know, it's super cheap. I agree. Can you read? Can you see? Can you see? Good. There we go. Just so you know, before we sign off, everything from today is being written down, put into, will be put onto the blog. And then I will put the IGTV of this up as soon as we can get it done tomorrow. And all of the information from this will be in the links, and it will be on the blog, and it will be on YouTube, okay? So it will be, everything I've spoken about will have a link. all that kind of thing. And basically it's how I'm going to fill my days, let's face it, because I'll be doing this and then I'll be answering all the questions on all the comments and blah, blah, blah. So thank you for ordering your signed copy. Let's go and get ready to clap for our NHS workers, please. I hope you all stay safe. I hope you all stay the F indoors. I hope this passes soon because I am going to come out of this 30 pounds heavier. Just putting that down there, you know. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is moisturisers. The chapters were upside down. No, they weren't. I held it upright. Check your phone, love. Tomorrow's moisturisers. Weekend is retinol. Monday's SPF. And then we'll just keep going. We'll do masks. We'll do pigmentation. We'll do whatever we want to do. Let's face it, I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you, hopefully. I will see you tomorrow. I will hopefully feel better tomorrow. And I will be trying not to talk now for a little while. But if you know me, it's not going to happen, let's face it. I hope you're all safe. It's tough times, guys. Do what you can. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Moisturise. Spray your face and put moisturiser on. Give yourself a spritz whenever you can. I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you if you are a key worker, if you're in any way associated with this hell that we are living through. If you are a medical worker, if you're a paramedic, if you're a social worker, if you're a teacher looking after their children, if you work in supermarkets and idiots are abusive to you, postmen, delivery men, everybody, thank you. I will see you tomorrow, same time. Or else, if you live in my road, I'll see you hanging out the window in about 10 minutes.